Welcome survivors, I'm GP with the latest ARK news. We're all wondering when ARK Survival Ascended is going to release, right? Now, what we were told officially was end of August. But there has been a number of things recently that have gotten the community thinking it's unlikely to be released until the end of the year, some even next year. My personal prediction is sometime in the first half of September, and I know some think that's a rather generous target. Now, the obvious is lack of gameplay, but I personally feel this isn't necessarily an indicator of a delay, because Wildcard are known for releasing trailers shortly before or even sometimes on the day things release. Wildcard have never done trailers like other game companies before. But recently ARK's product manager Dolly mentioned something on the Discord that got a lot in the community, claiming she's either lying or Wildcard don't know what they're doing, and she's now followed that up with a further response. So it all started about a week ago, where you may have heard that Dolly said technically we didn't actually give an ASA date, just official server sunset date, hee. This resulted in people claiming she was wrong, because we saw in the community crunch roadmap that they said it will be released by the end of August 2023. Now, I do personally feel that some of the response that Dolly got was rather harsh and uncalled for. After all, she didn't have to make the effort to come out onto Discord and say anything in the first place. And the last thing we want to do as a community is scare them off from talking to us publicly. Because you know, Cedric seems to be AWOL at the moment for some reason, and part of me just thinks that's because of the way the community is right now, which, don't get me wrong, is fairly understandable on both sides. But she did point out that she was just being pedantic and not referencing the actual release. She was having a joke regarding the semantics, but of course context can easily be lost. However, a week later, people are still going on about the ASA release and about Dolly's comment on it, as if it's a strong indication there's a massive delay incoming. However, Dolly has responded to all of this in the last few days. She stated that quite a few people have sent her the post on the roadmap that states end of August as a release. I do really feel sorry for her DMs getting swamped by people pointing out her mistakes. But she did say that she didn't realise the press pages had that information on them, and therefore to her understanding she honestly didn't know that August was actually made public. But she did state that this doesn't change the pipeline. Dolly then further responded saying they have an internal target date, but they're still determining where they are at, with LiQWYD being new territory for them and things pop up. So of course, as things pop up, those pipelines could potentially be extended, as with any project, and some of those are certainly going to be unforeseen. She said it's looking pretty on track thus far, and updates will be provided as soon as they know. So of course, this wouldn't have been a time or place that Dolly would be able to give actual updates, as that would be coming through the official channels such as the Community Crunch. However, given what Dolly has said and the fact we've been originally told end of August, it's a fairly positive sign that Dolly says it's looking pretty on track. I do feel there's an inevitable delay, what with most of Wildcard's deliveries always experiencing delays. However, there have been a number of maps and stuff over the years that have released on time. But with this being Unreal Engine 5, which is new for any developer, I am expecting a pushback of the end of August release. The big question next is, if Survival Ascended gets pushed into September, will they still sunset the official network for Survival Evolved on the 31st of August, or will they extend their lifeline? This could of course very well depend on how long ASA could get pushed back. And those of you keep asking for Survival Ascended gameplay, let me remind you they aren't showcasing this until shortly before release, and I'm pretty sure that's not going to change. Survivors, if you don't want to miss out on all the latest ARK news, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.